When you think back to the year you spent with Coach Klieman, what's the biggest thing he's proven to you as a coach so far?
Um, he has proven to me to be calm, cool, and collected through everything. I mean, he does not waver to anything, and he never gets too high. He never gets too low. He just stays even keeled the entire time, and you can never tell if he is mad, upset, happy. I mean, he just stays, even keeled. And I think as our head football coach and a guy that I look up to a lot in a football aspect and outside of football, I just think that's a huge, huge character trait that is so important in life and in the game of football, especially in a guy in my position, in the position that I play. That's a big emphasis for me, is being calm, cool, and collected through it all. And to have a leader like that to look up to and see him do it firsthand, it helps me and it helps our whole entire football team. The past 5 months have been a whirlwind. I mean, March 6th, we got shut down and said not to come back to campus, and we didn't know what was going to happen. And we get back here in June, and then we get shut down for another 2 weeks, and then we get back here again, kind of getting a routine. Then everybody, the Big Ten and Big Pac-12 is canceling their seasons, and we're thinking we're not going to have a season. It's been a roller coaster of emotions, but through it all, Coach Klieman has just been just right here, the whole time. And I think that has helped me a lot in this process as far as, reflecting the same character and controlling what I can't control. And he's been preaching that to me over and over again, and just instilling in me, just being confident. I think that it's one thing I'm super, super thankful and just blessed to be in a situation with him as my football coach. He is an open line of communication, and he has on a consistent basis just instilled his confidence in me and his belief in me to lead this football team. And I think for me as a player, hearing my head football coach tell me that to my face and show me that with his actions on a consistent basis just gives me a lot of confidence, and it helps our entire football team, and builds confidence with us all.
Scott Fritchin.
Skylar, hey man, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Hey, as you mentioned, the game is ever changing. You don't know exactly who's going to be out there with you, but you continue to go along. I was just curious, in what ways have you seen yourself grow despite all the uncertainty over the past week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks? And just what are your thoughts, man, now that it's your senior season, what are your thoughts going into this final year?
It's crazy. It's crazy. I've had a lot of family reach out to me this week just talking about, this is the last one, and especially my dad called me over the weekend and, talking to him and just shooting texts back and forth. It's just like, I've been playing this game since I was in 3rd grade, and it's been a long, long journey, lots of fun, lots of memories. And this game has taught me a ton, and the game means a ton to me. And I've always had a lot of value in football, just from what I've been through in my life. It's always been my rock, and has always just been there for me. And this is my last run at it. And, my family's really just try to drill into my head to cherish every moment. And especially in, the situations we have now, it could be over at any given point in time. And you never know when that last game could be, with COVID or just having an injury. You just never know. And as much as this game means a ton to me, it's truly a gift that I've been fortunate to be blessed with. And I think that's my perspective and my approach towards this last year is how much of a gift this game is for me to use my platform as a person, as a player, to just go have fun and impact others, to serve others and play the game the right way. I think that's the biggest thing for me. As much as this game means a lot to me, it's not, my identity. It's not who I am truly, and what happens out in the field doesn't define who I am off the field, or in that general census. It's a game meant to have fun, and I think that's Coach Klein has really been drilling that in my head too, from his experience too, as obviously going through the same situation and being a senior, and there's a lot of last, and he just has been telling me to just go have fun and enjoy this game, because that's how it's meant to be. And, through the past couple of weeks and 3 weeks, that's it's really, we finally get to go play Saturday, and it's like, man, didn't think this day would come, honestly, at one point in time. So truly it's just it's a blessing to be here and to be preparing for a game this week. I'm so excited, and I just can't wait to go out there and compete. I mean, that's the biggest thing, is I'm ready to go and compete. I'm ready to go get hit a little bit. I'm ready to make some plays. I'm ready to have fun with my teammates and just make memories that I'll remember for the rest of my life. And I think that's the biggest thing for me. I'm just so excited. And I know K-State fans, I know our fan base, our families, our friends, everybody's just so excited to go see us out there and go play. And ultimately that's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. And I'm so excited to go play and compete for our fan base and my family and my friends, and just go cut it loose and have fun.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Adam.
Skylar, as Arkansas State is coming up, what's it going to feel like for you and your hometown friend Briley to play in your first game together?
I'll tell you what, we've been talking about it a lot, obviously. And it was even, this weekend we were texting back and forth during the Memphis game when they were playing Memphis, and just like, man, like it's really here. Like we're about to go strap it up and have the same uniform on and go compete and play together. And for me and Briley, I feel like him and I are personally very similar as far as just our approach in life and our values, and he means a lot to me. He means a lot to me, and I'm just so excited for him to have this opportunity to play on this stage and play in our offense, because he's going to help us out so much in the run game, pass game, but above all that, he's just a great person. He's a great leader. And he's been here for 3 months and has already earned the respect of his teammates, and guys respect him and look up to him. And with his position group at tight end, we have some younger guys in that room who are very talented, and having a guy like Briley in that room who's had experience, who understands the game really well, being able to look up to him and learn from him, ask questions, all that type of stuff has been super, super helpful for our football team. And now it's for him and I, it's just about going out there and having fun together, and this is what we've talked about for our entire life, getting opportunity to go and play and be on the same team together. And now it's here, and I'm just super excited to go out there and make memories with him and make plays, and just make plays, because I got a lot of confidence in him. And I know he's excited. I know he'll be ready to play. And he's gonna really help this football team with the way that he brings just an edge. I know Briley, and I've seen it a little bit out at practice, but when the real bullets get firing, he's a competitive dude, and he brings a lot of confidence and has an edge to him that's gonna rub off on people around him. And I just can't wait to have that on offense.
Got time for a couple more. We'll go John and then Seren. Go ahead, John.
Yeah. Hey, Skylar, how many different running backs have you had to utilize in the passing game now, and how much has that changed this year based on past years because of the COVID situation, making sure everybody's ready?
You know, in our system in general, we're going to use 4 to 5 running backs. And it is important to have a solid group of 4 or 5 guys that understand what's going on, understanding our game plan, understanding the role, understanding our schemes. And, you know, we have a solid group, you know, Tyler Burns, Harry Trotter, Jacardier Wright, Deuce Vaughn, and Kenyon Mosey. All of those guys are gonna make plays and be part of our game plan. And I think each one of them understand their role and understand what they have to bring to the team. And it doesn't matter if you're a true freshman or a 5th-year senior. You know, you're going to be a guy that we're going to count on. And every single one of them are very capable of making a lot of plays. And they each have their own skill set. I think that's what is super unique is each of them are really good at certain things and understand their strengths and weaknesses. And our coaches do as well. And they're going to put them in spots to make plays. And for me, with the younger guys, with Deuce and Mosey, and even Jacardier, is just for me, just instilling confidence in them. And you know, I've been in their position before as a young player playing, and you know, there can be a lot of pressure. There can be a lot of you know, anxiety a little bit going into games, just not wanting to mess up or not wanting to let your team down, and just letting them know that, you know, you're going to make mistakes. You're going to mess up, and I'm going to mess up and make mistakes. And that's just part of the game. But when you get on the field, you got to take advantage of your opportunity and make the most of it. And I know those guys will, and I'm super excited to get on the field and make plays with them.
Last one here, Seren.
Skylar, I'm curious what through this whole experience has been the COVID experience, right? And having everything be different. I know you mentioned the starts and stops that you guys have been going through, but what's been the most difficult thing for you as a student, as an athlete, and trying to get through? Is it staying away from folks? Is it not being able to just go hang out? What have you found has been the most difficult thing?
I would it's been you know, difficult in a lot of different ways, but if I were to really, you know, the uncertainty aspect is super hard through this process of how things can change in a blink of an eye, and nothing's guaranteed. I think that is hard to wrap my mind around and understand. But at the same time, I also know and understand that it's out of my control. That aspect of it is, but what is under my control and is hard and is going to be very hard during the season. I haven't really had to deal with it yet, but you know, seeing my family, you know, after games, you know, I've already talked to my family. You know, my dad's a principal, my mom's a teacher, my little brother's in school. They're going to be around tons of people all the time. And we've had to have some tough conversations as far as, you know, after games. You know, I don't know what it's going to look like as far as being able to see them. And if I do, it's probably going to be from a socially distant aspect, and I'm going to have a mask on, and not probably that's how it will be. And, you know, for me, you know, that's a big part of who I am, is my family, and getting to spend time with them. And especially on weekends of games, you know, a big routine thing that I have is the night before games. at our hotel. My dad always came and visited me, and it was just him and I. And that was really the time of the week where, I really look forward to every week, because it was a moment where it was just my dad and I didn't have a bunch of other people trying to talk to me or visit with me. And I could just sit there and just talk to my dad and have, some really quality father-son time, and, talk about the game plan, talk about how I'm feeling. And my dad just, tell me how proud he was of me, or just talk about, just memories of me being a little kid, just having conversations with my dad. And in those types of moments, what I always cherish and really take a lot of, pride in and value to, and the, that not being realistic this year is going to be tough. But at the same time, just like what we're doing right now, having technology, there's ways that we can still get that done. Just maybe through a phone. But like I said, we all understand. My parents understand. My family understands. Everybody who's going to come out here and come watch me play and support me from my family and friend aspect understands the sacrifice that it's going to take for me. And understanding, they understand that they're a part of the sacrifice too. And they can't go out and be around tons of people and put themselves in situations to get this virus either. But at the same time, we're always going to take the right precautions of the situation. In my living situation, I only live with one other person, and happens to be Coach Klieman's son, Devin. So, him and I both are very understanding of the situation, and, we're all about the team. And Devin is a special human being, as far as he's a student coach here, and he's really bought in, and he cares about our football team as well. And he's not going to put himself in a position to get sick either. We both understand, like, we're going to have to do a lot and sacrifice a lot. But at the end of the day, we want to play football. And ultimately that's what's most important right now. And everybody in my life and his life and everybody understands that. And so this is going to be a process that we're going to have to work through and understand and make the most of, having a 6 feet conversation with my family. It'll be good, and we'll make the most of it.
Thanks, Skylar.
Yep.
All right, Skylar. Thanks.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Go Cats, baby.